Good morning. It's been a while since we've posted a new video. This video, I was on my way to work, thought I would pull over and start a video, show you full self-driving beta version 10.5. Okay, now 10.8 should be coming out hopefully today. Wanted to get in a video of 10.5 before we got updated to the 10.8 version. Okay, so this is going to be a drive, a little bit of city, a little bit of highway. You'll see it merge on and off the highway and go from the city stack to the highway stack and back. Okay, let's get on with the drive. First, I'm going to show you a little bit of how I have my settings, so you can see what settings I have set which way. As you can see, I have the full self-driving beta. These are all the settings. And then if we go to navigate on autopilot, you'll see how those settings are as well. All right, let's get on with the drive. Okay.
500 feet, turn left onto Center Street.
Okay, so let's get on with the drive. All right, let's go. As you can see, we're making a left turn. I don't know why we're stopping. And go around this car that's double parked. And now we should be taking a right turn just before the light. Right here. Not perfect, pretty good. I don't like that it stops too far back from this stop sign. But let's handle it okay. This is typically a lot of traffic. I did have to push the accelerator to get it to go. This one, it always picks the wrong lane, goes in the turn lane for the store there. This time it did it correctly. And we should be taking this left turn, stopping for the red light. That was actually a smoother stop than sometimes. Sometimes it slams on the brakes. Not as smooth as it could be. Okay, so now we have a green light. It left like it should have. And we are proceeding up the ramp. I'm going to speed the speed up a little bit, because this is an on-ramp to a highway. Up ahead, we're going to be merging onto a highway. It's kind of a hard merge for anybody, much less for beta. Typically, it doesn't look like there's any traffic. Usually there's traffic all full along this area right here, and into these two left lanes that we're pulling into, or going to be pulling into. Since there's no traffic, it should handle it just fine. And it is. All right, now this is two lanes that turns into one lane as we get onto the highway, just before you get on the highway. And there's another one that causes problems because people don't want to let you in, and it's kind of a tough merge. But because there's no traffic for some strange, odd reason today, doesn't seem to be a problem. Okay, so we're going to merge onto the highway. I don't like that it waits till the last second to merge on. Ooh, and it tried to cross two lanes. So that was an error. Okay, let's tell it we want to be in the far left lane. We do have a left lane exit coming up that we want to take. Okay, so we have a left-hand exit coming up here, exit 4, as you can see. It's kind of a big curve. I'm surprised the traffic is as light as it is today. It's midweek. No reason for reduced traffic other than holiday week, Christmas week. Okay, so now we're on the next highway. It's pretty straight from here. And we'll talk again when we get close to the exit. Okay, well, I just noticed the car's registering the speed as 50 miles per hour, and actually it's 65. So I'm not going 30 over the speed limit. I am speeding, but not going 30 over the speed limit. I don't know why it hasn't recognized one of the speed limit signs. That truck was in our lane. I don't know if you saw that. The car did what it was supposed to do, which was brake and warn me. Okay, so we've got about 2 miles before our exit comes up. At this point, usually the car it just came up, indicates that it wants to change lanes, or is going to change lanes, because it's going to get over to the right. It's a right side exit this time. Normal exit. There is a bit of traffic, not a lot, but we'll either have to speed up and get in front of it, or the car will merge in when it finds a big enough spot. Seems to be slowing down. I would think it would have sped up, would have been smarter probably. But we have a gap, and now we're getting over. You'll see it's also lit up again, because it's going to need to get over for the exit. And now it's switching lanes again. And we're about a half a mile from the actual exit. These big off ramps, they sort of widen. There's no line, so it sort of widens the lane. Sometimes the car has a problem staying in the middle, or staying where it should stay, and wants to go to the middle of what is essentially 2 lanes. So now it's taking the exit, slowing down as it should, taking the exit. As you can see, it's switched over to the city stack. Every once in a while, you'll notice the apply slight pressure to the wheel kind of warning message. There are a few different ways you can sort of make that go away and acknowledge that you're doing what you should be doing. One is by doing what it says to do, which is grab the wheel and tug it a little bit. A second way is to touch one of the scroll wheels, move it one click or as many clicks as you want. The third way is just to touch the or pull down on the right stalk about halfway. So it'll probably stay in this lane all the way till our next turn. This is kind of a tougher turn that it has coming up. It's like 4 lanes, 2 actually turn to the right. But you're sort of merging together as you make that turn, as the 2 lanes make that turn. Let's see how well it does. It's getting kind of up. It wanted to go the wrong way. Got a little bit confused there. It's actually a very tough sort of merge right kind of turn. Next turn up is going to be a controlled left. It's at a traffic light. Usually does that corner fairly well. I mean, there's really no issues with that one. Like I said, typically not an issue with this left, even when there's traffic. Guess we're going to stop for the red light. I believe there's a green arrow, so I don't know what it's going to do with the green arrow because very seldom do I not make the light here. Yeah, it is a green arrow. I thought it was a sole green arrow, but it's also a green light. All right, so we're making the turn. Now I did notice one thing. It does still show the crosswalks, as you can see, for the different streets. Crosswalk there, crosswalk here. But mine no longer shows speed bumps. I think a drive I was on yesterday, there's a lot of speed bumps on a couple of roads I was on, and the car didn't show them, didn't slow down anymore, didn't even acknowledge them anymore. Speed bumps used to show up the same as a crosswalk shows up, except you would have like hash marks on it, and then the car would slow down to go over it cautiously. Now the car up here is going to want to take us on a different route than I would normally take, because if I just go straight I would end up where I'm going, but it wants to take a right, then a left, then another right, then another left to get us to the same place. I don't know why it does that instead of just going straight for 2 blocks. But I'm going to let it do what it wants to do so that we can get a little bit more experience with the turns. Slowing down, speeding up, did that perfectly. Red light, there's also a crossing guard. We're near a school. So the person standing in the middle is actually a crossing guard. Now it's a green light. Let's see if it actually acknowledges her. It does. And then as she gets out of the way, the car proceeds. That was actually done very well. Normally I would just go straight 2 blocks up, and where I'm parking would be right there on the right hand side. Now, I've never gone this way on beta. There's 3 lanes. It should stay in the middle lane. Looks like it wants to get in the right lane, which is a turn lane only. So I'm actually going to disengage and get into the proper lane. We're going to reactivate it, even though we're pretty much a block or 2 blocks. Now, as soon as we make this left turn, we're going to immediately make a right turn. So we need to stay in the right lane after it makes the turn. Let's see what it does. So that was fine. It should be turning here, so it should be in the turning lane. Okay, it's doing it. It's kind of sluggish, but it did do it. Okay, we have a car making a left. And this is actually where we're going. Parking garage. I'm a monthly card holder. And one of the perks of actually doing that is I get free charging here. It's a city lot for city employees. I am not a city employee, but they allow me to charge here. And that's it. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.